Hello, everyone. Good morning. All right, everyone, welcome back. And as we see in this video, we are going to take a look at SPY and break down what market is doing right now. All right. I will walk through the current price action. Okay. Try to highlight the key support, resistance level, and we will discuss potential trend and movement scenarios based purely on this chart. All right, as I always says in my video, this is educational purpose only, and not a financial advice, right? So let's not waste more time, and I am making video, I am not making these video just to analyze the spy, but also try to deliver some charting knowledge, so you guys can also break down, also break down charting on any stock or commodity or any instrument which you are using for your trading. All right, and I'm trying to make this video as simple as possible, so anyone who has very small knowledge of charting, they can understand. All right. So before this video starting, I have marked some levels already. So we will not waste our time. So we can directly jump into our targets, ranges. Okay. All right. So I analyze the chart on the basis of SMC, which is smart money concept. Okay. I love these concepts since long. Uh, Basically, this concept is uh, taking over the regular resistance support zones, those kind of, all SMC in basically this concept include everything. Okay, so let's not get into the detail, but let's focus on chart. So if so whenever you start your charting, what you can do is, it's all depend uh, what kind of swings or play you want to play in the market, right? So if you want to go for higher swings, like which has time, my suggestion is, if you are into if you are into world of options, make sure you have at least a week, right? At least a week. And in that option, you must have a good stop loss and good buy set limit orders and all those things, right? So let's discuss about charting. So whenever you start charting, always break down your chart on the basis of a day or a week or a month. So first, let's go for a week, and a week you can always see the spy. So week in the weekly, right? The spy trend is still up because you see the momentum right over here, right? All right. One thing what you can do is, you can keep the values in the mind. This was previous week low and high. So 679.18 is the previous week low, and 689 is the previous week high. Okay, this week so far, right, the high is 685.76, and so far low is 671, right? So now this is a very very I would say this is a very normal to understand. If we have a previous week candle which shows a low of 679.02, obviously that would be our resistance. And when I say resistance, it means lots of sellers are sitting there at this particular level, and we will start it to see whenever the market reaches, try to come back, retraces back, this will be our first resistance. All right, it depends from where the market coming. So now we get the idea what market is doing. We found it is still in uptrend on weekly, but the week has is still left with 2 days, right? So let's go back to our daily. So always start with the week, then day, right? And then in the day, we will find out more levels what exactly market is doing, right? So, and always look, try to find out the pattern. So this is called so there is, if you are aware of W pattern, which is a bullish pattern, where the market goes up, down, and try to make a W in a bullish way. Here what I noticed is, if I look at this particular level, right, uh, it is trying to make M, right. It's all depend if it is able to complete this M. But if it is able to complete this M, right, then the market can go back to 651, which is highly I say, like, this is something, like, this is entire, basically this is the entire, if you see this entire order block. But right now the market is trying to try to follow this pattern of M, right? And if the market selling keep coming, then we can definitely see 650, because lots of order which was unmitigated, like this order block is entirely unmitigated. And what does that mean is, when the market started to go up, it has started to go, look at this, how it went up. It went up like crazily, without taking any kind of this kind of pattern, right? So market went up like this. What does that mean is, it is making, leaving so many gaps over here. So when the market so the main reason of this to come down is, the market wanted to take all the orders of this particular range, or this order block. I call them as order block, right? And the market comes here, take all the liquidity. Sometimes it can go up to here, because that is where the main momentum started in the market. Okay. So one thing is clear from the day, that the market is trying to make one of the famous M pattern, right? However, if we look at this daily, then we have lots of 664.39 is the first support, where we have lots of support sitting in the market. All right. So, and 669. So daily we have this support is already break, and this support. So 670 is another one which will acting as a support in the market, because look at the wick of this particular daily candle, right? So mark this level as a horizontal line. So whenever you have, like, whenever you try to analyze, then it's a good idea, the daily wick, right, which has not been mitigated, right, when you're coming down, that will act as a support for some time, right? So 670.07 is one of the level which will acting as a support if the market has started to look at the downward, right? So now go back to 4 hours, and let's see what market is doing. So over 4 hours, if we see, so in daily we find out, so far it's the trend is down. All right. However, in 4 hours, we see the market, this particular 4 hour candle, right? So we see one selling and then selling. As I always say, always mark the high and the low of the previous candle, right? So the moment the small bullishness came here, right? So look at this candle, then this candle, and then they started to buy back up again, right? So 674, starting from 671 to 674. So small momentum came this morning, or start from the yesterday PM hours, right? So it made a low of 671, and then it started to go up, right? So this is entire fair value gap. So we can see 675 today, early morning hours, right? So let's go back. So now one thing is clear, the movement is shifting little bit. We started to see some uptrend today so far, right? It's all depend what will happen at 9:30 or 9 a.m. So go back to 2 hours. Go back to two. If we go back to 2 hours, so very first resistance is sitting right over here, 675.06. Okay, and since we are close to, you right, 2 hours is just 6 a.m. So this is the candle starts at 4 a.m. right, and the 4 a.m. candle, the good thing, so look at this, the market made low, and the 4 a.m. Candle starts right above all this small resistance, So, and then break the previous day PM candle, which started at 2 p.m. And then now it is trying to break this 2 hours candle again, which starts at 12 p.m. Right. So what market can do is it is trying to like find it out in the AM, right? The pre-market is trying to find out whether how much the buy can become, how much I can go up and try to find the liquidating points, right? When I say liquidity, liquidity is the unmitigated orders. Unmitigated orders are the one which has not yet, which so when the market make exponential move, right? In exponential move, definitely those are the buying or selling comes from the big institutions. So whenever they started to buy in the market or enter in the market, the rally started to automatically like push into the market, right? So whenever this rally starts, it always left some of the order, and market always come back to those levels to grab those liquidity order, right? Because this is how the market works, right? I mean, it always work on liquidity. So when you see the market is sideways, right, it means it is waiting for big institution move to collect the order, either upside or either downside, right? So here we are seeing already that the buyers already started to enter in the market up in the AM. The PM already they started to buy. These two candles came as a as a buy on 2 hours. So definitely we have the bigger time frame the trend is down, but over a smaller time frame the trend is up. So 1 hour we will see more we will see more bullish candles in the 1 hour, right? And our first target our first target should be this, right? I mean, which is a fair value gap from the top, right? So, and when I say fair value gap, that's the gap left between left an imbalance between buyers and seller because the selling or buying came too quick. All right, now let's go back to 30 minutes and we will see more buying, right? And if you see, this is trying to break this structure and then try to go up. All right, so now we have our levels. We have 672.62 is our real support for today. Let's go back to 15 minutes. 15-minute is a good time frame, right? So wait for the market to come up to here, which is 676, right? So let's see, let's assume the market. So because what I'm seeing is we have this 680 zone, right, which can come easily because we does not have so many support or resistance came on 15 minute. I did not see much consolidation on 15 minutes, but on 5 minutes and 3 minutes we do see some consolidation and order blocks created on that time. So if I go back to 5 minutes, right, we can see we have good resistance sitting over here, then resistance we have here, and the resistance we have here, right? And that's how I mark the levels, right? And the good thing is when I was trying to analyze the spy, this data was not there. So now I would say like this 673 dot 5 minute time frame. So for let's do a 5 minute time frame. So 673.78 and another support is 672.70. Okay, so what market can do? Market can go back again, will tap this, right? And then good chance it will try to grab the liquidity in the day somewhere at some point at for 672.18. All right. Yesterday lots of selling occurred, so there is a chances that buyer may try to enter into the market because of this exponential move, right? We have lots of unmitigated orders sitting at this level 678.22. All right. So if I would be entering in the market, I would be having only these two levels in mind, and I will look for the buy side today. Buy side, right? I mean, and the buy side only because of this 5 minute order block, or let me see, if 15 minutes do we have this 672.11. This is my order block which I will be waiting for sure. However, if it comes up to here, then we'll definitely see another buy. So I want to open a call if our this level comes, if because this is a 15-minute consolidation occurred. How many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 15 times of 15 is 225. So 225-minute market consolidated at this level. So that is why this is a point where I would see a lot of buyers sitting and lot of orders unmitigated, right? So here and then over 5 minutes, I can see 15 minutes, right? So 15 minutes at this level, 672.14 is a very good level. 672.14 is very good level. So 672 level is very good level for buy long. All right. So this is where I wanted you to wait. Look for the 672 level, and then we'll start to see more buy in the market. So let's go back to 5 minute. I have already right here. All right. So basically this particular zone called to be as our discounted level, right? Where we will see when the market comes back and try to try to came, right, and then we will see more orders will be filled, right, and the market will go back up again. Okay, why I'm saying this as a trapping zone? Because this zone, if you see from here to here, the market came, so this trapping zone, right? This, let's talk about only this. So this is a fair value gap. The always in the fair value, when we have a fair value gap in the market, always it's an imbalance between sellers and the buyer. So market try to fill that gap. In filling that gap, market try to find out where we have more liquidity sink, and the market will start it to go that side. So sometime what happen is market start to range between these gaps, and that's why I put a trapping zone, because that is where most of the trader is stuck. Where should we go? Which should I buy the calls, or whether should I, you know, whether should I short? So if we wanted to enter in this kind of zone, try to avoid it. But if you cannot avoid, if you cannot hold yourself, then like there are two levels I have given. 675.42, 675.42 short 42 will be new base if market clear this level, then next target will be 678.22. All right, so that is where I am seeing market, like wait for this particular order block, go up. Make sure this sustaining confirmation candle. Confirmation candle is very important. When I say confirmation candle, I will explain in couple more videos what is confirmation candle. And if you look at my live live videos where I come and telling everyone what is confirmation candle, that is where you will get to know. So 675.42, that is where like I am expecting market to sustain if it is break. able to break this entire area, right? Then we can 675, and then we will see quick 678. Okay, and then we will see one short from this range, 678, and if market able to clear this also out, then we gonna create lot of fair value gaps again. So if the market is coming very quick, do not try to enter. If market is coming slowly, but look for the buy side today, because what I'm seeing is it is keep creating a positive order block. So look for the levels where we have these supports, right, where we have a small consolidation, and then try to buy the market. Okay, but if market able to survive above 6675, then we are seeing 678 for sure. So 3 points definitely can be easily be achievable. But if you can wait in the market, right, then this is the level. 672 level is a very good level for buy long. All right, guys, so let's not make this video more longer, but this is what my analysis is. I have try to put everything here. Trapping zone, I already told you the logic. All right, so these are the level you can mark. So short, try to short. If you want to short it from, like, if you want to play very very safe, right, or short from here and buy from here. That's it. In the middle, it's all trapping zone. All right, guys. So we'll catch up on next video. Thank you.